Two riders from the Repsol Honda Team lead the first free practice session of MotoGP Indonesia at the Mandalika circuit Friday morning. Pol Espargaro led at first place, while six-time world champion Marc Marquez finished at third.
Heavy rain poured during the first free practice session at Mandalika. Espargaro took the lead, finished 1 minute 33.49 seconds, while Miguel Oliveira from Red Bull KTM has second place, 0.44 seconds behind Espargaro. Espargaro's teammate from Repsol Honda, Marc Marquez, finished third, while Qatar's MotoGP winner Enea Bastianini finished eighth. From the second free practice session, last year's world champion Fabio Quartararo led a Yamaha 1-2 finish, quickest in practice at the Indonesian Grand Prix on Friday. Despite struggling in the first practice, Quartararo vastly improved in the second to set a new lap record of 1 minute 31.608 seconds at the Mandalika circuit in Lombok Island, Indonesia's West Nusa Tenggara. The Frenchman's teammate Franco Morbidelli was just a fraction behind in second place, while Johan Zarco completed the top three, with Jorge Martin trailing him in the fourth. Meanwhile, six-time world champ Marquez had a day to forget. This after crashing at turn 11 and skidding off into the gravel during his free practice session at Mandalika. Marquez has to set his position at number 22. U.S. drug maker Moderna asked the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, on Thursday to authorize a fourth shot of its COVID-19 vaccine as a booster dose for all adults.
The request is broader than rival pharmaceutical company Pfizer's request for the regulator to approve a booster shot for all seniors earlier this week. In a press release, the company says its request for approval for all adults was made to provide flexibility to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and medical providers to determine the appropriate use of a second booster dose of the mRNA vaccine, including for those at higher risk of COVID-19 due to age or comorbidities. The White House has been sounding the alarm that it needs Congress to urgently approve more funding for the federal government to secure more doses of the COVID vaccines, either for additional booster shots or variant-specific immunizations. U.S. health officials currently recommend a primary series of 2 doses of Moderna vaccine and a booster dose months later. Moderna said its request for an additional dose was based on recently published data generated in the United States and Israel following the emergence of Omicron.